Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Gurley again here on first down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Hey, kill!
This is Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Motion. Reset. 57's going to go 46. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. That one complete to Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
Get ready. Switch. 57 Mike 57.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Quinn, of course, had some great years with the Rams, most notably back in 2013 in their St. Louis days when he racked up 19 sacks. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Nikel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Elliott. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
Go, get out there, get out there. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Why?
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On 1st down, Elliott. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, you got 3,
They'll throw again. Prescott dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Gurley. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Final play of the half. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check. We're going to 53. Go. Me. Hey, 47. 26.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Kill.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Got to do better.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
At the 37-yard line.
There you go. All right, 80.
58's the mic. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Check the back.
Kill.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here we go. All right, 80.
58's Mike. Here we go. 58's the mic. 58.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott.
Here we go again.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
There you go. All right,
58's the mic.
80. Hey, kill. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Cut. Check 30.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season.
Here we go. Tonight. 180.
54. Come on.
Hey, tonight.
Goff on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
180. Right there, 54 miles.
Don't get nervous.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Another carry now for Gurley. Muscles him off. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
From the gun on third down, gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Cowboys 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Again, it's Elliott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Mikel Roby brings him down.
Switch it, hey.
Be ready. 58's the money.
26.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
26.
From From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 35. Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. And the Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-22 victory. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Switch. Maverick. Hey, shell.
From the 27th, Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hold on. Check.
Now it's gone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And his kick is no good, and just barely missing it wide to the right.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down. It's Elliott, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
You ain't doing nothing today.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, kill.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Complete to Jason Witten. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They go to Elliott again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
47. Go. Get out there.
57. Ready? 57.
Stay with your man.
57.
Now Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for Dallas, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Rams, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.